Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you the magic word I use when doing niche research. So if you want to collect hundreds of niche keywords that'll keep you busy for months, then you'll want to stick around and keep watching. But before that, hey guys, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. And right now we're talking about low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. Now, niche research is something a lot of people have trouble with when first starting out with publishing books on Amazon KDP. But that's why today I'm going to go through this niche research process with you, and hopefully by the end of the video, you'll leave feeling confident that you can do it on your own. Now, what does niche research actually mean? Well, in our case, niche research basically means finding subjects, topics, or themes that have demand in the marketplace. The best way to start is really to just think about some topics that interest you. Maybe it's gardening or fitness or cooking. These are all topics that can work. So for example, let's say we wanted to create a notebook. The next step would be to think about who we want to create the notebook for. This is where most people get stuck. They might go into Amazon and do a broad search for notebook, and these results might pop up. And this is where the problem can get bigger, because they'll soon find out how many notebooks and topics there are on Amazon and can quickly get overwhelmed. And this is where I recommend to look into things you're personally interested in. That's really the best place to start. Now, if you don't want to do that for whatever reason, then I'm about to show you how I personally do niche research. Okay, so let's say we're going forward with this notebook. Well, now that we know what type of book we're gonna make, the next step is to find the who. And to find the who, I use a little magic word, and that word would be for. When you put this word into Amazon along with your book type, in our case, a notebook, it'll give you a list of search terms that people are looking for. So for example, here I am on Amazon. If we go ahead and click on the Amazon search bar right here, and we type in notebook, and we type in our magic word for, we can see that Amazon gives us a list of search terms that people are currently searching for. Now, you can go ahead and collect all these keywords. You can put them on a spreadsheet, put them on a document, you can write it on pen and paper, but we're not done yet. The way I do niche research is a step further. So take, for example, our notebook and our magic word for, and we have that into Amazon. The next step would be to go through the alphabet. So for example, notebook for, and then the first letter of the alphabet is A. So notebook for A, and as we can see, there's a whole list here that we can go and we can collect these keywords. And then I would just go through the alphabet. B, notebook for Bible notes, notebook for boys, notebook for business. I would go for C, notebook for college, church notes, notebook for college students, notebook for construction work. D, notebook for diabetics, notebook for drawing for kids, notebook for dad, and so on and so forth. E, notebook for emails and password, notebook for engineers, notebook for everything. As you can see, we can go through the entire alphabet, and this is what I do personally, and we can find tons and tons of niches just by doing this. Notebook for friends, notebook for finances, notebook for filmmakers, notebook for food log. G, notebook for goals, notebook for gamer, notebook for gym. So as you can see, if you take the type of book, which in our case is a notebook, and this is interchangeable, you could do coloring book, you could do journal. Let's just do the example of coloring book. Let's say we're doing coloring book, and we type in our magic word for. We can see it comes up with an initial list. Now if we go through the alphabet, now we have more. B, C, D. And you can go through this list for months and months and months. So back to our example notebook, notebook 4. The next step is to compile this into a list. You want to collect as many as you can, whether you think is good or not good. Put it on a spreadsheet, put it on a Word document, write it in pen and paper, it doesn't matter. Just collect them, because the next step will be to validate the keywords that we've compiled. But before we even get there, to take this even further, once we've gone through the alphabet, A, B, C, all the way to Z, let's say we get back to A. Well, what you can do is go through the alphabet again. So A, B, a C, a D, and so on and so forth. And this is going to give you even more of a list, and you can keep going as far as you can. As much time as you have, you can continue to do this until you have hundreds and hundreds of keywords and niches that you can go validate. Now, let's say we've compiled this list. We have all of the list of our keywords and our niches. The next step is to validate. So I'm going to show you exactly how I validate these keywords. Okay, so I've gone ahead and opened a spreadsheet, and this is the template that I've created, that I use, that I've been using for the last 4 years to help me with my keyword research, my niche research, and so on and so forth. And I went ahead and took some of the keywords that we found going through the alphabet, and I've compiled them here. Once you're done doing some research and you've created a list, the next step is to validate. So how do we validate? How do we say, okay, this is a keyword or this is a niche that passes the test, that we can create a book for this niche and know that we have a good possibility of having success? So basically, the way that I do this is I take the keyword and I'll copy it, and then I'll go into Amazon and I'll paste it and I'll do the search. And then the first thing that I look for are the search results. And right here, you can see that there's over 4,000 search results. So I'll go ahead and grab that and I'll put that in here. 4,000 search results. The next column says 3 under 300,000. Basically what this means is, are there 3 books that are similar to the one that I'm going to create that all have a BSR or a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below? So for Notebook for Accounting, we go back to Amazon and then we just scroll down the page, only the first page, and we try to look for some notebooks here. We disregard anything that says sponsored because that means they're paying for ads to show up right there. So this book is the first one, and this is not a book that we're competing against. It is not independently published, and it's not a book that we're going to compete with. So we move on. Now this accounting ledger book, as you can see, it's independently published. So this is one that we would say, okay, what is the BSR? The BSR is 313, so this doesn't quite make that 300,000 or below, but it's quite close. So let's go and move to the next one. And as you can see, here's the next one right here, independently published. So this is a type of book that we would compete with, and it has a ranking of 164,000. So this is one book, 1 out of 3. And then here's another book, accounting ledger book, independently published, a ranking of 195,604. So this is book number 2 that passes. And then scroll down, and then here's another book right here, independently published. But as you can see, it has a 494,000 BSR, which does not pass our 300,000. And we keep scrolling down to the end of the first page, and that's the end of the first page. So we found 2 books. So we would type in here, no. Now the next column is called average BSR of the first page. Basically what this means is, what is the average bestsellers rank of all the books on the first page? So if we go back into Amazon, one way to do this is to calculate all these BSRs manually, or you can download a tool called Titan's Quick View, which allows you to get more information on the books. So as you can see, we have total results. Amazon tells us kind of a ballpark number, but Titan's Quick View gives us an exact number, 4,322. And then we have more info here. For example, the books that are independently published, we have 4, and we saw those 4, we went through them. And then this is the one that we want right here, this average bestsellers rank of the first page, this 90,609. So we grab this number and put it into here, 9609, and then that's done. Now the next section is called Titan Score. Titan Score is not something that I made up. It is actually directly from this plugin, this Titan's Quick View, and it's this niche score. So basically this niche score is, as you can see here, it is recommended to find niches with a score of 60 and higher. The lowest score that this tool recommends is a 50. And so this is what I use. And I've been doing this for the last couple years and I've had good results. And so I take this number 65 and I'll plug it here. And then I do this for all these keywords. And along the way, what I'll do is if this score is a 65, I have this scoring sheet right here, which I follow. So as you can see, an okay keyword for me is 40 to 49, good is 50 to 59, great is 60 to 69, and then really great is 70 plus. As you can see, this is green, so I'll go ahead and color this green right here. And then what I do is I go through these boxes. So since this didn't pass the test, right, 1,000 or less, I'll go ahead and color this red, and I'll go ahead and color this red. And basically what I'm trying to look for is all green boxes so that I can go ahead and green this. But since all of these boxes are not green, I'll go ahead and make that a red and then move on to the next. So I'm going to go through this entire list right now, and then I'll be back to show you the results. And I've taken out the red highlighting right here because I don't want you to think that if it's red, it's not good. That's not what it means at all. Basically, how you read this spreadsheet is pretty simple. If we go line by line, we can see that Notebook for Accounting has a 4,000 search term, and I highlighted that red because it doesn't pass my requirements. We have a no for 3 under 300K. We have the average BSR rank on the first page, and then the Titan score. So if you go through this list, you'll see that these Titan scores, there's some that's really high, like this 80, 75, and 71. We can see that Notebook for Passwords is green right here in this column, but it's not green here. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad niche. All this means is that we want to niche down. So if we take, for example, this Notebook for Engineers, it has a 64 Titan score. It has a yes for 3 under 300K. But it has 8,000 search results. The next thing that you would want to do is you would want to niche down this keyword. So for example, Notebook for Engineers can be niched down into the different types of engineers, right? So for example, Notebook for Engineers can be what kind of engineer? Mechanical engineer, civil engineer, software engineer, and so on and so forth. So if you see any search terms here that are really high, but everything else looks good, you just got to niche down, and then you'll be able to find even more keywords, even more niches, and then some that will actually work for you. Now I'll go ahead and leave this spreadsheet with these keywords down in the description box below for you to go and save and use for yourself. With that being said, that's it for today's video. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and hopefully you're able to implement it into your KDP low and medium content publishing. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and let me know what kind of video you want to see me do next. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell for more content like this. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.